Hello, and welcome to another Saturday afternoon stream with me and Ezzy. She decided not like 2 minutes before the stream started that she wanted cuddles. So here we are. How's it going, everybody, today? I don't know why I started the intro with this weird Shatner-ish way of speaking, but we did. We have Mars, hello. We have Kiko, hello. And we have Nina, hello. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Azzy, you're getting love too. Yep. You can you cannot have my ice cream sandwich that I just ate. She has a sweet tooth, so she keeps like sniffing my breath because I just ate an ice cream sandwich before the stream. It's like I have this what was it graham cracker cinnamon toast crunch. She will actually go for it, and it drives me crazy, but she's so cute, so how can I be mad at her? What's everybody working on today? What is the vibe? I am in theory. Holy shit, this cat is shedding like nobody's fucking business. I brushed her yesterday and she's still flying everywhere. I'm going to still be working on Project Incarnate notes. I'm still working on chapter 20. I haven't finished it yet because I stopped and made lunch. How much do I have? That's a good question, me. Oh shit, I'm almost done. Sweet. I will have chapter 20 done by the end of the first sprint, in theory, depending on if she gets off my lap or not. Because, she takes priority. Oh dear. Well, get comfortable, kid. As you do. Unfortunately, I'll probably do some cleaning and organization type stuff. The chaos is chaosing a little too hard lately. The apartment is a mess. I understand this very, very much. Sometimes you just have to clean. I have an intense desire to clean. I have been ignoring all day, mostly because if I did start cleaning, by the time I would be done cleaning, I would be too exhausted to stream. And I'm like, I'm not canceling my stream. And I'm not going to stream while exhausted because I did that last week and I hated it. I hated it a lot. What? She's like, Mom, why you stop petting? You must keep petting. People, chat, can you tell my human to keep petting me, please? Thank you. She's just like staring at my monitor. Nina says, I don't know. Honestly, I'll probably not write, but who knows? Hey, sometimes you just gotta not write. I haven't touched the document in a few days. I think actually it's been since Sunday. When I was on Zara's channel, I think was the last day I touched it. So it's almost been a full week because my brain was not braining very well. And I said, screw that shit. So sometimes you just gotta not write. She does. She looks very, very happy right now. I can't reach my mouse now that she's moved. I mean, I kind of can. So I'm not like pulling up the comments, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I do have a sprint set. I do have a timer set up. We're gonna do something a little different today. I was gonna do the bees, the gays, and the lavender haze like I usually do, but I figured to make my life a little easier and not risk the Google Doc crashing, I wouldn't have so many tabs open. So we're just gonna do one timer and we're just gonna keep resetting it, which is going to be the purple pirate ship timer once we get to it. Oh, is she leaving? I guess we're good. Are we gonna go find somewhere else? All right. Ugh. Much better. I mean, I love my girl. Don't get me wrong, because I love the cuddles. My plan is to write 10K, but I need for the month on the 29th to the 31st. I don't need to right now. That is fair. Sorry, don't mind me. I need blanket. I don't know why, because it's not like super cold, but it's rainy, so therefore I'm like, I want my blanket. There we go. All better. Oh, kid dokie. God, cat hair everywhere. I had a thought abandoned me. again, because that's what happens here. Also, we had some more love for La Kitai. She will probably be back. Right now, she is having her snack. It's her like pre-cuddle, post-cuddle, pre-nap snack, which happens every 20 minutes. I mean, it is kind of unlikely that I'll actually write 3.3K each day, but let's just hope. Hey, I believe in you. I believe in you. I think you can do this. I believe that you can do what you can at every given day. That way, if it doesn't work out, then I totally believed that you could still do what you could do, because, you know, it's okay if you can't, is what I'm trying to say. I don't necessarily know if that's coming across, because it's me. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah. I think we should I think we're gonna get started on the first sprint so we can get some solid stuff done, because I might as well ride the high while I can. I will be packing after this sprint, or after this stream. I figure I'll do some more packing just to make myself feel good about the packing situation, because if I'm in that weird phase in the moving process where I feel at the same time feel like I don't have much stuff left to pack, but I also have a lot to pack. I don't necessarily know if that makes sense, but here we are. Nia says, thanks, Crystal. LOL. This month has not been that good. I'm sorry. So it's okay if I don't write 10K. I just really want to. I understand. And I feel like just, I don't know about y'all, but I feel we are only 5 months in to 2025. 5 months. Excuse the librarian look. 5 months. I feel like 2025 has already been 2025ing. I don't appreciate it. I don't approve. And I would like it to stop. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the part where I just throw everything into a box willy-nilly and say I will deal with it after moving. Yeah, you should see the stack of boxes that hubby brought home last night. So we like ran out of boxes again. And so hubby brought a bunch home from work. And I'm sitting there going, that looks like a lot of boxes. That also does not look like a lot of boxes. And it's a time. All that's really left to pack is like the kitchen stuff. And the rest of our clothes. That's really it. And the pictures. But I'm doing this on Sunday night. Like Sunday after I'm done streaming on Zara's channel. I'm guest hosting again. Or co-hosting, whatever the fuck the word is. We know words. 2025ing is definitely 2205ing. I mean, I still feel like that tracks, okay? Because I'm confused. That was one too many zeros. Yeah. And yeah. Yep. Granted, sometimes 2025 feels like 2020. So it does though. Like it feels like everything's on fire again and again and again and again. And I don't like it. I'm hoping the change of scenery and the bigger space, and you know, I'm hoping things get better for me and everybody else, because I would like personally a ride off of 2025. There is such thing as too much chaos. As your arbiter of chaos, I know that sounds really weird to say, but I would like it to stop. I would like to get off this ride, and I would like to do the do. Yes, 100%. Let's manifest things to get better. Let's do that. I I am game. I am here for it. We're gonna we'll manifest the happy, okay? What I'm hoping is that I find this stupid box of curtains that seems to have fallen into the void. No! I hate that. I hate it so much that it's like, but I know I possessed this. I put it into a box. Now where did that box go? I hate that for you. I'm so sorry. I hope you find it. manifest you finding the box of curtains. I know that it has to be here somewhere. I remember it being packed into the car and everything. But it's just nowhere in the apartment, apparently. It's probably somewhere stupid. Honestly, that is usually my go-to, is if anything gets lost, it has probably been put somewhere really fucking stupid, and I'm going to laugh about it the second I find it. There was a PJ shirt, a pajama shirt, like in my winter clothes. And I distinctly remember telling hubby not to put it down where he was putting it down, because I would not find it. It'll be lost, okay? And so that winter, that was like not last winter, but the winter before. And so this winter, I was trying to find it. Lo and behold, I have torn apart the apartment 3 fucking times. Cannot find this sweater to save my ass. Can't. It's gone. Don't know where it went. I'm hoping that we find it while we're packing and moving and stuff. If we don't, I have nothing. I have no reason or rhyme. It was stolen by gremlins, okay? Or goblins. Yeah, we're goblins. Mars, the way I see it that way. It's a box of curtains. Luckily, not a box of kitchen stuff. Oh no. But it's the box with my office curtains. All the boring gray living room curtains are here, but I want my pink curtains for my office. Oh, that sucks. Also, fun fact, a lot of kitchenware was put in the office by mistake because we used the boxes from my parents when my parents moved, and the kitchenware made it look like the boxes were labeled books. There's a couple of boxes that I saved from my previous move, and I had to like take a black marker and scratch off what I originally wrote there, because I knew that like that was going to happen too. That was going to happen to me. I'm like, no. One time I lost my electric kettle. Mind you, my apartment is tiny. I found it months later, having already purchased a new one, in my bathroom. And my bathroom is tiny. Nina, that is amazing. That is amazing. Nina, how? Why? Oh, did someone from your family mistake it for a hairdryer or something? See, that's why I also like, if I'm packing like different things in a box that don't quite match, I actually will write the things on the box. So like, for example, I packed a box recently that had my crock pot in it, okay? But it also had a waffle iron. But it also had Tupperware containers. So I literally wrote crock, waffle, Tupperware on it. But I'd written it in such a way that it actually looked like crock waffle was one word. And then I had to explain to Shannon why I wrote crock waffle. And Shannon's like, that's not what I thought you said. And it became this whole thing. Yeah, because I will forget what's in those boxes. And I'm not 100% sure what's getting unpacked when we get there. Like my office, like this shit, right? All the books and stuff like that, that'll get unpacked. But like a lot of the kitchen stuff, I don't know if it's going to leave the boxes. So like by the time we need it, we'll forget what we have. It'll be fine. The thing is, I live alone, and it was very obviously an electric kettle. It was amazing. Yeah, but people helping you move? I guess I ADHD'd too close to the sun and forgot about it. Amazing. I mean, some hair dryers are so big. No, Kyoko, this was not during the move. This was just a regular old Sunday. Oh my god. Oh my god, Nina. It's amazing. I've been living in this apartment for 3 years. Unsure what happened. Unsure how it was never found. Even my mom searched it for hours, multiple days. Oh my god. I'm dead. I'm dead. That is amazing. Amazing. Whew. I need a drink that is not coffee that's been sitting here in front on my desk this whole time. I've stopped drinking it. So well, I think we should start the sprint officially this time instead of saying I'm going to start the sprint and then not shutting up for a hot minute. But that's how we do it here. Like when you go to like leave somebody's house and you're like, okay, bye, I'm going to leave, and then you talk about random shit for another 10 minutes. That is a big thing here. It's a thing, and I feel like that's what happens sometimes when I talk. Okay, but where exactly? So yeah, this is important. Because, like, were you making a tea in the bathroom? Perhaps? Bathroom closet, maybe hidden with cleaning stuff. Like, Kyoko is really invested in how this kettle ended up in the bathroom. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm going to do a thing. I'm going to pull up the sprint. Okay. Not me almost sharing my document. We're not doing that. We're going to almost push the button, but we're not going to push that button. Okay. So then we do this. Okay. We're not going to do an hour. We're still only going to do 45 minutes. All right. Make sure we're good. I'm going to put this down here. Okay. Not sure if there's sound, but we're just going to go for it. And happy sprinting. Okay. Okay. We'll be right back. That was the end of our first sprint. How did we do? I am now in chapter 21, and I'm having to like reorder around some things because I realized that there's this magical space that one of the characters is currently in, and it's you're like upstairs in this mansion, right? And you go through this door and it enters this magical space. And then there is a sitting room and then a magical maze to protect a character's bedroom. There is no second door. But I was looking through Mars's comments and realized that I didn't make that part clear. There is only one door, and it is at the entrance. The magical maze just kind of protects, it just kind of just opens up. So I had to like make a note to add a line being like, hey, this is a thing. So I had to fix that. That was fun. There's also there's like I had to rework an entire paragraph to fix the flow. That was chapter 20. Never mind. And now I'm trying to figure out where to put this important, like, it's not so much an important like book one object, but it is a important series object. And I introduced it during this escape scene, and the flow didn't work, so I had to like take that paragraph out. I'm like, okay, well, where the fuck am I going to put this paragraph in? Because I have to move it somewhere, or the scene there's a scene where Kira meets a new character and it won't make sense. So I'm like, okay, where the fuck am I going to put this? I think I figured out where to put it just as the sprint ended. So I made a note. And editing is hard, you guys. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. There was a part of me that was like, I'm going to take out this object just generally. Like, fuck this object. It's just not going to exist. But then I'm like, but I need it. B, put hints to it. Because there's this other space within, like, this magical space basically consists of 3 separate sections. 4. There is the sitting room, there's the magical maze, there's the bedroom, and then there's this room of archways that are supposed to lead to different areas, or semi-spoilers for things that don't matter, realms. Most of them are broken, most of them are disused for reasons, and I need to make it clear that these are 3 separate areas in this one room, for lack of like, how do you room an extra dimensional space? We're not even going to talk about the previous chapter's content where the fight scene, Mars pointed out the math that, like, all this is happening in like the span of 20 seconds. And it's like, wait, they're right. Because in D&D terms, every character's move is 6 seconds. So every round is 12 seconds, give or take how many fighters are involved. And so I'm just like trying to math out how long this scene actually takes. And I got really upset at the math. So that's how today's editing is going. How do we do? Hold on, let me go back. Where do we leave off? Oh yeah. I found it. It was in between 2 hampers. Mind you that the bathroom has no closet or cleaning supplies because it doesn't fit. It's a shower, a sink, and a washing machine. It's tiny. I think maybe I tried to clean something and needed hot water. That makes sense. Mars washed dishes during oh, sorry. Where's during? There's so many D's. I invented a new word in that sentence. Hung up my disabled parking sign. That's cute. And chatted with Jacob on the phone. Kiko fell back into the year 2022 with Avril Lavigne songs. Love that for you. A labyrinth to protect someone's bedroom. It sounds very extreme. It is. This character is a very powerful mage who is also insufferably paranoid, and likes to keep his space his. It's just a little. It's just a little paranoid. It's just a little extreme. Because it's like this. Because basically, Darian stole a room in Charles's mansion for his own space, and then connected it to this magical dimension that is his. Think about it like a wizard's tower, or like the lighthouse, to use Dragon Age Belgard. Except for I did this before I knew that existed. So this magical dimension, it's like, well, if someone breaks through the front door, right? There are secrets within that extra dimension that should not be found. Okay, including the transdimensional archway, including Darren's secret bedroom / study / stuff and things. I think this is like most like specific I've been about my book. I'm just saying. I did nothing but sing and dance to music. One song is in Portuguese, which I don't speak, but I tried my best. I love that for you. I was also singing and dancing around while I was doing this. I love hearing you talk about edits, and I'm like, I know what all this is. Isn't it great? I mean, half of me talking about it out loud is because technically it takes way too long to text. Let's be honest. I am already so afraid of editing. It's a time, and I hate it. But it's gonna be worth it. But I hate it. And I'm not even close to editing. Okay, that makes sense. Although the lighthouse is easier to navigate. I mean, it's also bigger too. But I bet the caretaker would conjure stuff. Love it. So it's a Winter Tower, basically. More or less. Kind of probably. When I started designing this extra dimension, I started thinking about the D&D spell. Oh my god, Mordekaiser's Magnificent Mansion, where you could it just took a door, a piece of chalk, and something else. Yes, I stole the spell from D&D. Shh. Where you just write the runes on the door to either create the space. If the space is already created, you're redrawing the runes from where the space is located. So it kind of just attaches. And so I'm like, well, when you use that spell, you can say how many rooms there are. What is in each room? Along with food and other stuff like that. So Darian's space is Mordekaiser's Magnificent Mansion. Except for it's not as big. Because there is restrictions to how big this space can be. I've decided arbitrarily. And it's currently anchored to one specific place, but there are a total of there's 2 more anchor places. 1 or 2? So you got Darian's house, a place that we're not going to talk about, and Charles's place. Plus there might be space for you can add more, because there is a type of magic that's going to be coming up in book 4 and 5 where it gets a little bit Portal Fantasy. But it's fine. I wouldn't worry about it. I'm rambling about fucking nothing. I'm rambling about stuff that isn't even written yet. It's fine. I mean, no, I did write it in book 5. In book 5, there is literally this kind of, think about it like Stonehenge, but instead where the stones are that you have the 2 and then you have that one that sits on top, is those are actually gates to different realms and stuff. that have just been disabled this entire time, which means I have to remember to put it in book 3. Yeah, I love designing things out of order. Thanks, Immortal Masquerade. What have you done to me? Because I haven't written the prequel yet. Crystal, that's so cool. Thank you. I hope it comes across when I'm writing, because I am learning something very valuable. And I'm sure this is not me. I'm not special. Okay. I think this is like probably one of the most common writer things. As y'all can relate to what I'm about to say. I'm gonna stop over explaining it and just say the fucking words. Is that I am pretty sure I write and explain the things to make it make sense, to be clear. And then it turns out I'm missing half of what's required to make it hit the way it's supposed to. Like, there's been a few times where I'm like, that is not what I said. But it's there now. And now I have to fix it. So, yeah, I'll be over here in my corner pretending everything. I don't even know what I'm pretending. I'm just yes. Hello, that is a mood, right? Fucking time and a problem. And like, in my dumbass brain, I'm sitting here going, some of these things sound so fucking complicated that I kind of have to explain it in a certain way. Just my brain is just not twisting things together and stuff. And then I get like, yeah, about it because it's not working. And it's like, well, maybe I can make it simpler. And like, no, I don't want to make it simple because it won't sound as cool. And I want it to be cool. So like, send help. And then and then on the other part of my brain is just kind of like, because I'm doing it right fucking now. I'm over explaining what I'm trying to say because I'm terrified that someone's not going to understand what I'm saying. Like, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I wouldn't worry about it. I'm not crazy. I'm just a little insane. So yeah, that's what we're working on right now. We're trying to make our fucking not so Portal Fantasy make fucking sense. It's one chapter. It's like 3 pages of like, I had to actually go back to chapter 18 to make it make sense there so it could make sense in chapter 21. Like, how dare you? How dare you? How dare me? Because I am the problem. I'm gonna stop rambling. I am rambling something hard. I am sorry. Another sprint, possibly, maybe, perhaps. What do we want to do for time? Do we want to do another 45? I'm kind of thinking about doing another 45, but also I'm kind of thinking maybe a 30. And I didn't get my water. I was going to get water and I didn't get water because I'm a dumbass. I even got up and like walked past the fridge to go to the bathroom. And I did not get water on the way back. Yes, sprint. Whatever you prefer. I am good with whatever. Thanks, friends. Okay. I have an idea. I think we're going to split the difference. If I can't decide between 35 or 30 and 45, I think we'll do 40. No, do we want to do 40 or 35? I could just do something arbitrary like 34. No, let's do 35. I think we can do 30. 35 sounds good. No, don't start counting. Let me put it. There we go. Okay. So we go like this. And we go like that. And then we go like this. Yay! I'm doing it. Look, Ma, no hands. We will be right back after the sprint. Do 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 do. That was the end of sprint number 2. How did we do? How's it going? I'm now on chapter 22. And I started reading the comments at the very beginning of the chapter. And I don't necessarily know how I'm going to be able to cut this first part down. I feel like I have changed the introduction to this chapter so many times. I can't get it right. This is actually the part that triggered my desire to run away from it, because I made the mistake. I don't think I actually talked about like why because like I was having trouble last week working on this stuff. I had read ahead because I was checking for like to see if there was any comments regarding this one scene, like if later, because it had like repercussions for later in the couple chapters. So I had started reading the comments ahead, and there was one comment Mars had made where I was just like, for a good solid like few minutes, and I'm like, I feel like this chapter is going to take so much work, and I don't want to look at it. I've now reached that point. I'm like, oh no. Fuck me. Oh, I love my book. I swear. I love the story. I love the world. I hate how I hate things. Yeah. Guys, I think I'm back on my vampire era. Yes. Starting to reading Vampire Diary fan fictions. And it gets an idea for a Vampire Witches story. Yay! Nina also had to leave us, which Nina's probably gone by now, but bye! Oh, geez. I listened to Cassandra by Florence and the Machines. That song, Oh, Drunken Gods of Slaughter, you know, I've always been your favorite daughter. I think I know the song you're referring to. And, well, can you see me? I cannot see you. Everything I thought I knew is falling out of view. And if I run fast enough, I could break apart. I could break apart as empires crumble and cathedrals flatten in my heart. Holy shit, that is hot. That is heavy right there. Okay. I think I've done as much cleaning up in the office that I can do for now. Hell yeah. Also, I decided to open my Witches and Vampire document after years again. I should be writing my Dragon Age fan fiction and Project and Owls and Owl Light and Dying Gods, but also vampires. Oh, I'm an enabler. Don't mind me. I know. I love when music does that. Music makes me happy. You guys, I'm terrified of this chapter. I don't want to do it. I'm just like, we're probably going to do one more sprint. Like, because we're doing good. But then if I sprint again, that means I'm going to have to actually work with this chapter. And I don't. I'm sure it's fine. Friendly reminder that sometimes my comments are suggestions that you don't actually have to make the edits I say. Not sure specifically what I said, to be honest. I have no clue if that's applicable. I mean, fair. And I do keep having to, like, quite literally remind myself of that as fact. That, you know, more of guidelines and actual rules. For context, not for a little bit of context, it's the very beginning of the chapter where Elizabeth and Ghost talks to our BBEG at the diner, and I have this intro few paragraphs of what the diner looks like in the area and stuff like that, and like why it's relevant about her jumping off the deck of the diner as a kid. And like it is long. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 3-ish. Go 3-ish paragraphs of like, this is the diner, this is what it looks like, this is why it looks slightly different. This is what Elizabeth did when she was a kid. And now she's thinking about doing the thing she did as a kid for absolutely a completely different reason. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. I don't know. I will figure it out. I will decide what I'm going to do with it. Which is like half the reason why I'm doing Edits the Way I Am, is like I'm making notes of what I could do to the suggestions you've made. I haven't actually made the changes yet. So that way I can decide when I actually start doing the implements. Yeah. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm my brain is playing Rubik's Cube with things right now. It's fine. It's fine. I wouldn't worry about it. My Witches and Vampire story. I'm so in YA era. First inspo was Charmed, and then Vampire Diaries came, and then other stuff I read. I say we chuck it into the things to chat about when you're moved in and settled pile. That the pile feels like it's getting so large. So you don't have to worry about it now. I mean, I could just skip this chapter and move on. I know. That's also been pointed out to me. I think by Dio. Because I was telling Dio about it one day. Because Dio's my like crazy barometer. Like, Dio, am I overthinking? Right? It's like, just skip it for now. Skip it for now and come back when you have a better headspace. I'm like, I do things chronologic. I do things in order. If I don't, my brain explodes. So we'll see. I still have one more sprint left. I could also crochet. But I'm actually like, I'm in the vibe. Things are going well, right? Also, I mushed 6 stories into one. What can I say? They completed each other. I mean, the result was an onslaught of characters and timelines. Oh, my timeline doc. Mood. I understand this to my soul. My soul is understanding of this. I need water. Hold on. Hold on. You know that it's getting warmer when the condensation starts condensating. Like, holy hell. Using my blanket to like uncondensate the water. There we go. I love how I call it water when it's fucking Gatorade. I mean, it's 0 sugar, so like, a timeline doc reaches back to 5,400. Holy shit! I thought I went far back. Hot damn. Because that's how old some vampires are. I mean, again, I understand that. I mean, in mine, oh god, am I about to say how old the BBEG is? I'm trying to think, because it's been 1,000 years ish since one character since the end of the prequel. Let's put it that way. It's been 1,000 years since the end of the unwritten prequel. Okay. And the BBEG was probably like, he looks like he's in his 30s, but he's been in his 30s for like 20 years. give or take. Probably a little bit longer than that. I haven't like super decided how old Mr. BBEG is, but he old. Like, and so is Darian, and so is Charles, and you know, there are certain the characters are super, super old, but like, it doesn't go too far back to like 2,000 years. I think at max we're looking at 1,500 for like the entirety of the world, or at least the entirety of the things that happened to make the world exist. Like the world obviously is older, right? Because it's like an alternate variant of what we live in. But the prequel starts in like a fantasized variant of the early medieval. I mean, it's not an exact timeline because the prequel exists in a different realm, which is how I get away with doing whatever the fuck I want to it, because it's not actually like in the medieval era. It's basically it would be Asgard or whatever other multiverse of madness you want to say would be this realm where the prequel takes place. And then it just kind of gets connected to our reality, more or less. It's a mess. The prequel will fix it. Writing the prequel and book 4 and book 5 will fix that. I don't even know if I'm making sense. I saw a Tumblr post the other day about a writer having an existential crisis because they realized they made their vampire character older than written history. Yeah. You want to know a fun fact about the world of Project Incarnate? The reason why the prequel ends how it does and book 1 starts how it does, because I didn't want to deal with that giant stretch in the middle. I just decided to basically be like, the bad guy did things, and this is why the vampires are living the way they do. Because if I let the prequel happen in a different way, I would actually have to think harder. And I didn't want to do that at the time. Like, I wave it away. Like, you know, Charles has spent much of his time at the bottom of the bottle, and then he recovered and found purpose, kind of. Darian's been paranoid and trying to make sure the human part of his bloodline survives. I don't have to go into any more details than that. It's backstory. It's fine. Well, the characters are from that time period, don't have much to tell from that time because other times were more important. I just have birthdays and years noted down in the timeline. Right. Okay. But the written history starts around 3100 BCE. Huh. Wait. Oh no. Oh right, before Common Era. So that's way farther than a thousand years. I got confused there for a minute. Yeah. Sorry. My brain caught up in real time, and you guys got to witness it. How does that feel? Because it feels weird when I do it. Does it look as weird as it feels? Watching my brain catch up in real time. Mesopotamia and its city-states with their funny script. It's the time we have truly written records of not Picto stuff and cave paintings. Interesting. My brain hurts. It hurt my brain. I think we're going to do this brain. I don't want to. I want to, but I don't. So we're going to. Let's do. You do another 40. Then we can chat for a bit. And then I can Pretend I'm a potato. Why must you play? Just do what I want. There we go. My brain would never hurt. I can eat up this info all day. Yeah, I love that for you. I have a rough time with now. Like, I didn't even finish my series Bible. And my series Bible is already a time with like I've named like I've for like even though you don't get to actually, you probably won't hear about it in the book. You might. But I've named like what I refer to as the last night. I've given that battle a name. I've given there's like another battle where like the vampires were basically created. There's like a name for that. And they have like vague dates that have probably changed already, even though I haven't written the prequel. And that's the only way I can do it, because if I actually try hard to try to figure out how much time has passed and then try to do the math, like, we're not going to talk about the times that I've tried to figure out everybody's birthday. The birthdays don't fucking matter. Okay? Watch me put my camera out of focus in my like, wee. And yet I know all the characters' birthdays. I know all the characters' exact ages. And trying to figure out how old everyone was and what their birthday would be and stuff like that, I put way too much thought into it, and it was awful. And it hurt my brain. It was useless information at best. So we did good. It's fine. It's so fine. Everything's fine. I wouldn't worry about it. That's my answer for everything. Again, do we want to do another sprint? I think we want to do it. I've already set it up. I just have to share the screen. Should it be a snacking sprint? I have cheese dip and tortilla chips. Nah, I might wait a little longer for that. Maybe. Because we're having hot dogs for supper. Anywho, my brain is a sieve. We're going to do a sprint now. Because at this rate, we're going to have 10 minutes to chat, and I'm going to piss off. It's going to be great. So, happy sprinting. We'll be back in a bit. I'm going to do the thing. It's going to happen. That was the end of sprint number 3 and our final sprint, to be honest. How did that go? We did lose a Mars for some grocery shopping. Very, very, very important. Let's see. I did mostly nothing. I had a snack. I decided I wanted food. So I had some chips and hot cheese. It was very tasty. And then I had an ice cream sandwich because it was hot cheese. It hurt my brain. It made my mouth all dragony. So I did that. I did indeed not work on chapter 22. I'm going to leave that for tomorrow. Sure, it's fine. I just played on my phone for a little bit. I feel like I'm like mentally just brained anyway. Like I did 2 chapters, so I'm gonna feel proud of myself, I think. Where did we leave off? Looking at the birthdays of my characters on the timeline doc made me realize how old this story is. Most of my last edits were from 2014 to 2019. It's old. My last entry of the kid of my characters that was born at April 14th, 2014, because his blood moon, there was a blood moon in Tetrad. Whoa. My gosh, the entire story is set in 2010s. Then, because that's when I wrote most of it. My profile docs for those characters are long. Like 87 pages worth, full character profiles. Damn, look at you. It's awesome. I am in a vibe to write that story, but it also shocks how long ago I started writing the story. With a fantasy story, you can just make things up as you like, but here, that's, yeah. I say write it. I say do the thing. Do it. Do it. I have an outline for 5 seasons? Holy crap. Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh, my eyes are getting kind of buggy. I want to turn this light off. So, think get ready here to pull the plug. I will not be streaming on Monday. In fact, I do not have a stream schedule. Holy shit, it's almost 9 p.m. Damn. Well, appreciate you for like hanging out until 9 p.m. Damn. So yeah, I don't know when I'll be streaming next. Mostly because I'm moving house on Wednesday. So I will post updates and stuff on Instagram and on the community post here as to kind of how things are going as the setup is being set up. And then once we're settled in, I can start working on a new schedule and get back online so we can be streaming and I can make videos and get writing and stuff and things. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Oh, I still need to watch your Dragon Age stream. I'm halfway through. Well, now you have time because it'll probably be a couple of weeks before we're back cooking again. So, anywho, until next time. See if I can actually do this. I love and appreciate every single one of you. We will see you guys in the next video, stream, reel, wherever the hell it is you find me next. Bye, guys.